Hello, beautiful people. Ooh, okay, girls, stay in there the whole time, please. Thank you. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome to my office. My name is Laura, and I'm glad that you joined us. What did I say just now? I think it rhymed. If you want to watch the reaction to season 3 in chronological order, I did make 2 other videos. So if you haven't watched those, they're linked down below and you can come right back here or just keep on watching. Today, I'm reviewing episodes 8 to 10. So sit back, relax, like, subscribe, and let me take you for a ride. Disclaimer, everything that I'm about to talk about is in my opinion and not to be taken literally. It is just my opinion and what I think. Okay guys, I am literally so confused with the last 3 episodes because if you know, you know that they are like a 360 from the previous 7 episodes. So, Wakanda. So just stay with me, okay? Also, I do write my notes as the show goes, like if I'm in class or something. So obviously my opinion at the beginning of one episode could be totally different and changed by the ending of the same episode. But that's just what reality TV is. It takes you for some spins. So we're starting off episode 8. We finally get to see Colleen doing a little bit of her dances and it's super cute. I was actually wondering if they were going to show her dancing at all, and it was just really cute to see. And as we remember from episode 7, the last thing that was happening was Matt was looking for Colleen, saying she didn't come home or whatever. And when she finally did come home, he had packed all his bags. Like, this man is a runner. He tried to break up with her in the honeymoon, and then now he packed his bags simply because one night he could not get a hold of her when she was probably just out drinking with her girlfriends. And we're starting to see Colleen gain some real cojones over here, some balls, because she starts to call him out on his shit. I see a real maturity coming from her because in the previous episodes, I'm still thinking, you know, she's 25. That's still a little young to be married. Who am I to judge? I got married when I was 20, but you know, I wasn't seeing like the mature side of her, but now I'm starting to see that she kind of does have a grip on things, you know, more of a grip than Matt does. So now Bartise and Nancy, I'm just like, oh man. Like, he's literally just trying to keep her around to like not look so bad and be like the one breaking up with, and you know, chasing his little clout, which is obviously in my head what he's trying to do, because he's like slowly using the trickling out of love excuse, and I'm sure that he's gonna use the reasons like the abortion thing, the ex still being involved in her business, and like a bunch of other little excuses that he has that are not really valid in my opinion. But they do have a conversation where they say that they're gonna start over and turn over a new leaf and all that stuff, so let's see how that goes. And then because I can't get over it, I will never get over it. At the end of that conversation, he says, okay, give me a kiss. I hate it. It's so cringy. So now we're on to a conversation that SK and Raven are having. And she's over here like done with people's drama. Like, I feel like SK and Raven are like second contender to Alexa and Brennan with the no drama. Because 1, they know how to resolve any conflicts that they have. And 2, they're just not really like dramatic. But Raven does express that she's a little insecure because all of the other girls are like wifey material, I guess she would say. But she's saying that like a lot of them want to be like housewives, and I can kind of see that because a lot of them have expressed that they want to, you know, have kids and stuff and be able to stay home with them. And Raven's just not trying to do that, and that's cool. So SK is letting her know like, you don't have to have the same goals as them in order to be wifey material. Like, to me, you're wifey material. The only thing that rubbed me a little bit of the wrong way that Raven said is that they all want to be like housewives, kind of like if they're trying to get taken care of. Raven, you were telling SK that he has to pay half your rent, so it's kind of like, you know. And this is what I'm talking about. Like, that whole conversation could have gone completely the wrong way if Colleen and Matt were having it, or Zenib and Cole, or Bartise and Nancy. It's just really nice how SK is so calm and like actually listens and knows how to communicate, and Brennan too. So then Cole and Zenith go to dinner, and at that dinner, I was actually shook at Cole. He literally admitted to all of his wrongs, apologized like a true man should, and it felt sincere. I mean, I really hope he's turning over a new leaf at this point. And I just gotta say, Zenith, that yellow dress that you wore, yo, them tatas were looking perfect. So then we're on to the scene where Alexa and Brennan are meeting Alexa's friends, and they seem pretty cool, and Brennan, obviously, they'll love him because it's Brennan. And it was so funny when she was joking around with them saying, tell him how hot he is. It totally reminded me of the scene from Mean Girls when Regina was like stroking Aaron's hair, and she was like, Katie, tell him his hair looks sexy pushed back. And she had to like be like, your hair looks sexy pushed back.
Your hair looks so sexy pushed back. Katie, will you please tell him his hair looks sexy pushed back?
You can tell her friends are super protective of her, but it's all love. Ah, babe! The camera! Okay, back to regular programming. My memory got full. So now we're on to Colleen meeting Cole's friends, and I gotta give it to Cole's friends. They're realists because I didn't believe a single word that came out of their mouth, but they still lied for their friend. When Colleen asked his friends if they've ever seen him with another girl, I can't picture them telling the truth because I'm traumatized, man. Guys are such liars, and they will lie to the grave for their friends. They would be great wingmen, but they did slip up because they said they never seen him with another girl, but then he talks about how he's been on dates and it's never like gone too far. So you guys have definitely seen him with other girls, just not in a relationship, besides his ex-wife. So there was just no coordination there, guys, okay? Do a little bit better next time, but good job trying to cover up for your friend. Y'all the real ones. And then I love when Matt's friends ask, like, oh, like, have you guys had any arguments? And Matt's like, oh, just like little things. They're pretty big because, man, you try to run away for both of them. You can tell Colleen loves him, but she's also not stupid. So I wouldn't be surprised if she says no on the wedding day. So now we're in the scene where Raven goes to shop for her gilly. I believe that's how you pronounce it. So sorry if I'm butchering it. That she will be wearing on her wedding day, and it's like the Nigerian traditional head wrap that they wear on their heads for just like any special occasion. And it's cute that she wants to wear it on her wedding day to like represent SK's Nigerian culture. But it's such a cute bonding moment between Raven and SK's mom, because SK's mom like puts it on her, you know, like the way that she's like used to wrapping it. You can tell Raven's probably never worn this before in her life. But what happens is so cute. Once SK's mom is done wrapping it on Raven, she like goes like this to her chin, like basically to like look up at her, and she's like, oh yeah, it looks so good. Like, and I thought that was so cute. But then at that shop, the sister was like saying, oh, are you ready to like be married to a Nigerian man? And she's like, yeah. And she's like, well, you better have his like stew and his dinner ready like every day or whatever. And that's something Raven is not gonna do, I'll tell you that. But I'm pretty sure SK wouldn't mind not being super traditional since their relationship is not traditional at all. But it's just like the way they were talking about how he has to respect him and all that stuff sounded a little scary and submissive. So that probably scares her a little bit, because it definitely scares me a little. So then Bartiz and Nancy take a little salsa class. And let me tell you, for both of them probably never dancing salsa, maybe Nancy because she's Mexican, they're actually pretty good. So then they sit down after their little lesson and they're talking about, you know, their relationship. And now Bartiz is giving me Cole vibes, where he's trying to like fix their relationship and being all cute and stuff. So now I'm wondering if the producers are just making it seem like this, or since Mr. Clout Chaser doesn't want to look too bad the day of the wedding, he wants to like ease into the no, because I don't see him saying yes. But he's like acting super good. I'm so confused. Now on to Cole and Zenib again. And let me tell you guys, Cole, he's on a little roll over here. What's wrong? I'm telling you, messy producers, Netflix, good job. Because it's really looking like Cole's turning over a new leaf, and if he's not, then I'm very convinced. And he's doing a pretty job at concealing his actual feelings. But if it is true, then that's cute. And I hope that he can deal with Miss Passive Aggressive for the rest of his life. And she can deal with Mr. Wanna Joke all the time the rest of her life. Yo, in the scene where he's putting the lock on the bridge and he drops it, had me dying. I was on the floor laughing, like literally. She says, be careful if you drop it, and bloop, there it goes. But it was just a joke. He actually had like a lock that he had wrote on what he wanted to write already. So it was cute that he thought of that, unless the producers thought of that. But we will never know. Then they actually put that lock on the lock gate, and I thought it was really cute. And Cole is doing a really good job at either convincing us or actually turning over a new leaf. So now the girls are going wedding dress shopping and the guys are going tux shopping. And this is like my favorite part every season because I always cry. Even if I don't like the cast member, I'm always crying because I just think it's so cute when people are trying on wedding dresses and they're getting all emotional and stuff. And I love it. I'm a sucker for it. Bartisa's sister joining him to get his tux is kind of like weird to me because that's something you really take like your bros to or your dad or something. And of course he takes his sister, which I don't know, I find it weird. Like they have like a very close relationship and that's cute, but are you marrying your brother? Or like it's just giving weird vibes. Like they're always together and he cares way too much about her opinion. But one thing that she did say when they were doing the tux fitting is to not let other people like cloud his opinion and like, you know, go with what his heart is telling him. So that makes it seem like she's kind of like on Nancy's side, but I think the producers kind of did something there because it didn't really like seem like she loved Nancy when she met her. So I don't know why she would be for Bartise like actually marrying her. So I don't know, there's something weird there. But I mean, if she was being honest, then she gets a brownie point from me because I like Nancy. And then Nancy trying on her dress, her mom starts crying and she got my ass. I'll tell you that right there. I started crying right away. I'm a crier, baby. And then SK is picking on his suit, and I'm just like a little scared for Raven about all these Nigerian culture things when they get married because I feel like the men expect a lot in that culture. But hopefully SK veers away a little from like the strictness of his culture, but let's see. And then Raven, girl, that dress, your tatas looking great. Again, love the boobies. I heart boobies. You guys remember those bracelets from middle school? What happened to those? We should bring them back. They support breast cancer awareness. Girl, that dress, amazing. And Alexa, Alexa and I would be best friends because her side jokes, oh my God, girl. I love you. Raven was like, it's giving Cinderella. And Alexa's like, it's giving Cinderella after hours because her boobies were out. Cinderella ain't like that. And then Brennan picks out his tux and his brother is literally just as cute as him. So if his brother's single, I got a cousin. Oh, I don't got a cousin. I need to show Katie that part. Oh my God. I got some single friends that would be great candidates for you. And then of course, Alexa. Did I say Alexis? Was I saying Alexis? I hope I wasn't saying Alexis in my last clips. Because now I'm just, okay, whatever. Alexa's dress is top tier for me. Everything that she wears is just phenomenal, okay? Phenomenal. But the dress, for sure, it was my top pick out of all the dresses that I saw. Like, beautiful girl. And then her sister and her cousin crying again made me cry because I'm just an emotional wreck. I'm just a crier, y'all. I just have a lot of feelings. She doesn't even go here.
She doesn't even go here.
Do you even go to this school?
No, I just have a lot of feelings.
And then I'm crying 2 seconds later when Zenab's stepmom is like, well, which one do you think that your mom would like, sweetie? Because her mom's dead. I just lost it throughout these dress fittings and my eyes were so swollen that I was like, oh, I'm gonna record today. No, I could not film the way that I was looking that day. I was like, oh. So then the only problem that SK and Raven really have is that Raven's family is not gonna be there the day of the wedding, which I mean, at this point, you kind of gotta get over it because it's like really approaching quickly. So let's see what happens the day of the wedding. SK is like on board 85%, I feel like, because I think what he's thinking in his head, like if her family's not gonna be there, like is it really that serious to them? Like is it really serious to her? You know, pitter patter. So that's the ending of episode 8. Now we're on to episode 9. Right here, this is where I get confused right here. This part always gets me and I'm a naive little bitch. So I be believing these things that the producers be throwing out there like that. Bartise, he's a new man. Yeah. Him and Nancy go on a date and they get permanent jewelry together. Super cute. Apparently he thought about that. No, he didn't. But it's just like these little cute bracelets and they like literally weld them onto you. My sister actually sent me a link the other day to like take a course for that. And I might, because like I feel like it's like the new thing. Getting permanent jewelry. Like, is Bartiz really trying here? Oh my gosh, let's see what happens. And going on with my theory of Netflix's producers confusing us, Cole taking the dance classes and having all these conversations with Zainab and being communicative. He's a brand new man. I don't see the problem why they wouldn't say yes to each other on the wedding day. Cole's doing really good. Keep up the momentum. So then Matt and Colleen are meeting Colleen's parents, and Colleen's parents look like those like kind of like cool hippie parents. They just suit me as those type, you know, like it kind of suits me as like they had a lot of money growing up. No, they're just like really cool parents. That's the vibe. Like really open and inviting and funny and accepting. Love it. The only thing I find weird is that they've never met a boyfriend of Colleen, so that means that she's never presented anybody to her parents. So, you know, it's kind of like, are you ready for a relationship this serious? So I don't know. If anything, if anybody says no, it's gonna be Colleen for sure. I think. And Colleen's poor mom, she's like, oh, I think this is a good match. Girl, you also don't know that he's not healed. So let's see. I would definitely, it's a no for me. It's a no for me if I was Colleen. So then Raven and SK, man, they're going strong. Raven is definitely growing on him because in previous seasons, and honestly in any of these like dating shows or like if you guys have watched Married at First Sight or The Ultimatum or the previous seasons of Love is Blind, if they don't like the person 100% the first day that they finally see them, they're not gonna like them for the rest of the show. And that's what I thought was gonna happen with SK and Raven, but it's actually been quite the opposite, which is really nice for a change. So now we're on to the aquarium date that Colleen and Matt go to. I love how the producers pretend that the guys are the ones thinking of these dates, but like they would never in their mind, they would never in their lives think of something so elaborate and probably expensive like this aquarium solo date. But they start having a conversation about like, you know, if they're gonna say yes on the wedding day and all that stuff. And Colleen's honest and she's like, right now I don't think so. And Matt gets these crazy eyes that I was like, girl, run now because it looks like he's gonna kill you. Like literally. Oh my gosh. He is in trouble. She is in trouble. They are both in trouble because she's gonna say no. I'm sorry. She has to say no on the wedding date because he is crazy and not healed. Like, girl, run. I'm telling you. Cole is the cast member that's definitely surprised me the most because he has done a complete 360. This man actually seems like he is gonna say yes on this wedding day, when literally last episode I was like, he is saying no and running. The producers are doing an excellent job at confusing the hell out of me because Bartiz and Cole doing this little 360 that they did, because now I'm confused. And I don't want to seem like a hypocrite while I'm doing these reviews, but oh my god, I just don't know anymore. The confusion is real. I don't know. But let's keep going. Oh, so then like, this is again where I'm like, it's gonna be a no from Cole. Like when Cole was cooking for her, he was like trying to play the little dart. I mean, he was trying to play the Nerf gun game with her like as a prank, and she was like not with it. Like she was mad at him about dropping chicken or something. Like, girl, let loose, have some fun. But she's still, I don't know, I feel like it's immature even though she's too mature, because if he wants to play with the Nerf guns, girl, just like pick it up and play with him for 2 seconds. Like it's not that serious. And I think it would have been cute if you did it, but she wants to be uptight and not play games because he dropped some chicken. Girl, let loose. Like at this point, I wouldn't even feel bad if Cole says no on the wedding day because she's just so like not fun and he's super fun. So opposites attract, but not too opposite. And this is why I need Botox, because why am I making this face? I'm looking at the viewfinder now and I'm like, I need Botox so I can't move it. And I'm just gonna be like this. He even asked her if she was bipolar, and it's valid that he asked that question because I even wrote it on my notes before he said it in the episode because she was definitely giving bipolar vibes. And that is the ending of episode 9. So now we're on episode 10 where Cole and Zenib are having a conversation about, you know, the conflict they had when Cole cooked dinner and the whole Nerf gun thing and the chicken and her being bipolar. And they made up and it was super cute. And I really feel like Cole is really trying. So unless the producers are trying to make Zenib look bad and Cole look good, Cole's looking really good right now. But I still hope Cole says no offense to Zenib. Like, she's cool and everything, but they're just not meant for each other. Cole needs to find somebody who's like a little bit more upbeat and silly and down to do fun things. And she needs to find a man that's like low-key a little boring and super mature and doesn't like to play games. So then the scene where I saw all the girls were walking to the pool area, I didn't know it was their bachelorette yet, and I was just like, oh, not another pool party. Because we all know that last pool party was not it. Y'all, when those male strippers, well, they said that they weren't strippers, but you know, the guys in their underwear came out, I was like seeing red flags. I'm like, if Colleen tells Matt that there was strippers near her, he's gonna be jealous and mad and something. And it's just because I get flashbacks because I'm traumatized. And the guys all go to like a rodeo, which is like, I don't know if it's like typical Texas to do that, but I thought it was super cute. And then this is the first time that SK makes me kind of like, what the heck, bro? He expects Raven to like accept his traditions and kind of be involved in his traditions, but he can't do a typical American tradition of like chasing the, what's it called? The calf chase, the calf scramble. So I thought that was whack of him because he could have like literally just joined it on the fun, but he was like, I'm not gonna do that. And then Cole winning the calf scramble and ripping his shirt off and celebrating, like, yes, like that's the energy that I like what that guys have and like super fun and put themselves out there. And that goes back to my point, like Zenib is not like that fun and crazy. Like I feel like Cole needs somebody that fun and crazy, or at least accepting of his fun and crazy. But like she's just like so uptight about everything, it's annoying. And then we're back at the bachelorette party and Raven's like, oh, like I got like the kissing fish and one of them died, so I feel like that's like a sign or whatever. I'm like, girl, might be. I still do kind of feel a little bit bad for Zenib because Cole's parents still have not come around, and it doesn't seem like they will come around to like just show up at the wedding. But I mean, that's something she has to deal with if she wants to. And Zenib was being super fun at the bachelorette parties, like putting money in the strippers like underwear or whatever. And I'm just like, where is this girl when she's with her mans? Cause that Zenib, I don't see her when she's around Cole. When she's around Cole, it's all seriousness. And it's kind of like mom, like she's mothering him. And Colleen is all innocent and stuff. It doesn't even look like she's ever been to a strip club. So I thought that was like really cute because she's just like, I am. Okay, so Netflix producers, you got my ass. You really did. I'm just gonna read my notes in the order that I wrote them because what I thought was gonna happen was definitely not gonna happen. So I look real stupid in the beginning of my notes. So Raven and SK are the first ones to have their wedding. And let me tell you guys, Raven made a 360 since the beginning of the show because honestly, I thought she was just gonna like kind of fall out of love with him. And literally the opposite happened. Like she actually tried to fall in love with SK and grew into actually loving him. And then I wrote in my notes, I love SK. He's going to be such a great husband. And then SK's mom putting on her ghillie is so cute. Like it's just like such a cute bonding moment between mother-in-law and bride. And like her accepting the Nigerian tradition is super cute. She looked so beautiful. Girl, you killed it. And the cast member that I thought had the least amount of emotions is actually showing a bunch of emotions. Like, oh my gosh, you've come such a long way, girl. So then SK walks down the aisle, Raven walks down the aisle, and then the wedding officiant asks them like if, you know, if they do or not. And this is where Netflix goes and takes me for a ride. SK says no. What? Guys ain't, they ain't. How you gonna act like you in love with her the whole time and then say no to her on the wedding day? And she was gonna say yes. Don't go on this show if you're not ready to get married. But because then what, he's gonna want to continue to date her? I think that's so stupid. This was like, out of left field, knocked me out. I had to pause. I had to pause and scream because I was so confused. I was so confused. What? Yo, those producers, that's why they're making the big bucks, because they had us fooled the whole time. The whole time. I just stared at my TV for like 20 minutes, like in disbelief. Like even his mom was surprised, I feel like. Like maybe she had like a slight feeling, but everyone was shook. Like, are Alexa and Brennan gonna even say yes? Like, I was just like, so now we're on to Bartise and Nancy, and man, oh man, at this point, I don't know what the heck to expect. I mean, in my opinion, if Bartise really did come around, I see both of them hypothetically saying yes. I mean, I definitely see Nancy saying yes because that girl just seems blind to everything. But she might be the one to say no. I don't know. I'm just confused at this point. And then like she got him like a bunch of like little sentimental things and he was like crying about it. So the crying still threw me off. Because are you crying because you kind of do like her but you're going to say no anyway? Or are you crying because you really do love her and you're planning on saying yes? But we won't know until next episode because Netflix literally left us on a cliffhanger again. I was just like, are y'all gonna say yes? Are y'all gonna say yes? Because let me know. I'm so emotionally invested. Man. Well, that's the ending of episode 10. Y'all. That's my brain right now. This. What do you guys think is gonna happen? Leave a comment below. What do you think is gonna happen? Have you guys watched the following episodes? If you guys did, don't comment because then you're gonna spoil it. But I am just beyond confused about everything in life right now. And this is a great show. But anyway, that's it for today's video. If you guys are not subscribed to my channel, what you doing? Subscribe to my channel. If you like this video, give it a like. Thank you guys so much for watching and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!